Instant Pot Mongolian Beef is an easy version of a restaurant favorite that can be on your table in less than 30 minutes. Hi Mindful Moms and Dads, Kristen here. As someone who suffers from a chronic disease, I believe homemade is best, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Today I'm sharing with you a Chinese American favorite, Mongolian beef, made healthier and easily at home. Now let me be honest with you, Mongolian beef comes together super fast, even on the stove. So why use the Instant Pot? Well, in my humble opinion, the sauce becomes much richer and more developed. You don't have to babysit it on the stove. You can make the rice in the Instant Pot at the same time. Talk about easy. And you can use a less expensive cut of meat. So let's put on our kitchen capes and make Mongolian beef. Today I'm starting this recipe with an inexpensive cut of sirloin steak. You can certainly use flank steak or hanger steak or skirt steak if that's what's on sale or what you have on hand. Now we want to slice our steak against the grain so that it gets super tender when it's cooked in the Instant Pot. To cut against the grain means to cut against the fibers of the meat. The fibers just look like parallel lines running across your meat. And pro tip, if you find it hard to cut your beef, pop it in the freezer for about 10 to 20 minutes. It becomes a lot easier to handle. Now that our beef is sliced, turn your Instant Pot to saute and add in about a half a tablespoon of oil and let that heat. Once heated, add in the beef. Today I have about 1 pound of sliced beef. And then we want to saute that for just about 2 minutes, just until it's lightly browned. And then turn the Instant Pot off. And now in a separate bowl, we're gonna prepare the Mongolian sauce. Pour in 1/3 cup of reduced sodium soy sauce, 2/3 cup of pineapple juice. Pineapple juice allows us to cut back on the amount of added sugar we need in this recipe while still adding a lot of flavor. Add in 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes to balance out that sweetness. I am also adding in 1/4 cup of brown sugar and a half a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. We also need to add garlic and ginger. Add in 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. And then for the ginger, you can find fresh ginger root in the produce section of your grocery store, and it looks like a knob. What you can do is you want to peel off the skin, and then you can pop your ginger into a freezer-safe bag and store in your freezer indefinitely. It'll grate from frozen perfectly using a microplane grater. I'm just grating about 2 teaspoons of ginger into the sauce. Give that a good stir, and then we're gonna pour that over our beef. Scrape up any brown bits that may be on the bottom of your Instant Pot. Gotta prevent that burn notice. Now, if you wanna make rice at the same time you're prepping your Mongolian beef, which, hello, how easy does that make dinner? You wanna grab a rack and place it right over your beef inside the Instant Pot, and then place a stainless steel bowl on top of that rack. In the steel bowl, I'm adding in 1.5 cups of rinsed white rice and 1.5 cups of water. You must use long grain white rice for the timing of this recipe to work. If you use brown rice, the beef would way overcook. You wanna just make sure that your rice is fully submerged in the water, and then pop your lid on your Instant Pot. Make sure your lid is sealed, and then to set cook time, we're gonna hit manual or pressure cook and use the plus or minus buttons to adjust until it reads 3 minutes. Once the cook time has elapsed, it's really important to let the pressure release on its own for at least 10 minutes since we're cooking meat. And then you can open up your Instant Pot, carefully remove your stainless steel pot with the rice, and then you also wanna remove that rack. We're gonna turn our Instant Pot back to saute, and we're gonna let the mixture come to a bubble so that we can thicken the Mongolian sauce. In a small bowl here, I have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch mixed with 2 tablespoons of water. Mix that until it's nice and dissolved, and then stir into your Mongolian sauce. We're gonna let that boil and bubble while stirring occasionally until it's nice and thickened. And now we're ready to dish up the beef and the delicious Mongolian sauce over our rice and enjoy dinner. You know what else is another good Chinese American favorite made fast thanks to the Instant Pot? Instant Pot beef and broccoli. And I'll show you how to make that in my next video. Until then, happy cooking.